Broski family won the game. And now it's time to play. All right, Dave, Beth is off stage. I'm going to ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. You can't think of something, you just say pass. You and Beth together come up with 200 points. Tell them what you're going to win.
$20,000.
You ready? 20 seconds on the clock, please. We asked 100 married women, how long before your birthday does your husband shop for a gift?
3 days.
Name something you put whipped cream on.
Your face.
Name something people do when they're alone.
Sleep.
Name a color found on a cow.
On a what?
Cow.
Black.
Name something that spins.
A wheel.
We asked 100 married women, how long before your birthday does your husband shop for a gift? You said, about 3 days, survey said. Name something you put whipped cream on. You said, all right, now, Dave, what's happening? Oh, you down there in Michigan.
I'm leaving out better answers.
Yeah, what college you go to, Dave?
Michigan State.
Michigan State? Yeah, you just down now.
Big party school.
Yeah, you walk in with the whipped cream on your face.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, I see you, man. That ain't no regular ass answer, that, Dave. Your mama ain't even looking at you, Dave. Your daddy proud as hell. Dad looking at no boy. Survey said. Name something people do when they're alone. You said. Sleep. Survey said. Name a color found on the cow. You said. Black. Survey said. Name something that spins. You said. Wheel, survey said. All right, you got a shot. All right, Beth, David got 89. You need 111. This is very doable, okay? Come on, let's focus now. All right, let's remind everybody of David's answers. 25 seconds on the clock, please. We asked 100 married women, how long before your birthday does your husband shop for a gift?
1 month.
Name something you put whipped cream on.
Ice cream.
Name something people do when they're alone.
Pass.
Name a color found on a cow.
Cow.
Yes.
Black.
Try again.
White.
Name something that spins.
A merry-go-round.
Name something people do when they're
Read.
alone. Read. We need 111 for the money. We ask 100 married women, how long before your birthday does your husband shop for a gift? You said 1 month. You and David are not married people? Survey said.
We don't know.
Number one answer was 1 day or day before. We need 100 points. Let's go. Name something you put whipped cream on. You said ice cream. Survey said.
Right.
Pie was the number one answer.
Yeah. That's okay, Dave.
Your brother David
I'm embarrassed.
wants to walk in as the pie. Name something people do when they're alone. You said read. Survey said.
Oh, that's a good one.
Read was the number one answer. We're 37 points away. Name a color found on a cow. You said white. Survey said. Black was the number one answer. We are again 8 points away from $20,000. Name something that spins. You said a merry-go-round. Survey said a top is number one.
Your ass on YouTube. Your whole damn family on YouTube. Your whole damn family gonna be on YouTube. This about to be on YouTube.
I'm gonna end up on YouTube.
Oh, my dear gracious.